To create a new load, tap the blue plus button or the new load button. Select the route as described in the DFR tab, Edit Load Video. Select the load type from the list. If you select Account, search for and select the account number. Note: the account number and rate associated with certain load descriptions will be automatically selected based on the company EFB preferences for accounts and rates. If you select packs, you will be prompted for passenger names. Enter the number of passengers and their weights, then tap Next. Then enter the cargo weight. The load will be added with white text to distinguish from loads that were imported from FlightSpan Ops. The charge amount will be automatically calculated when the DFR is uploaded. Note: if you need to change the default rate that was auto-selected during the previous steps, it may be edited by tapping on the rate cell. Pilot added account type loads will be uploaded to FlightSpan Ops with no further action required. If you select Receipt, either select the receipt number from the list, search for the number, or manually enter a receipt number. The list will default to Crew 1's receipts. If a receipt has been used on a previous load, it will be marked Used. The same receipt number can be used for multiple loads if desired. Receipts that have been uploaded and converted to payments in FlightSpan Ops after they are uploaded will not be displayed. Select the load description. Next, select from the list of available open total rates. Enter passengers and cargo as desired. Next, tap the Rate Calc button. Select the rate to use for calculating the cost. The rate calculator will open with the cost calculated in the default currency associated with the rate. Tap the Rates button to change rates. Tap the Currency button to change currencies. If an hourly rate is chosen, the Flight Time button will be active so you can edit the flight time if needed. Tap the Detail button to open the details of how the cost was calculated. Tap Accept and the load will be added to the DFR with the cost. Tap the Cash Charge column if you need to edit the amount. Tap the Currency button to change currencies if desired. Unlike the rate calculator, changing currencies here will not recalculate the amount. When changing currencies, for the currency set in the company EFB preference, Pilot Receipts Billing Currency ID only, the decimal will be moved by the multiplier set in the company EFB preference Divide Currency by. A formula converting the chosen currency to the Pilot Receipts currency is displayed below the amount. If the receipt number is valid and the load isn't missing any data, the load will be uploaded to FlightSpan Ops with the DFR upload process with no further action required. If the receipt number is not valid, usually because it was previously uploaded to FlightSpan Ops with incomplete data, or if the load's data is incomplete, the load will be in the Data Entry Required section of the DFR. You can also generate a quote without adding the load to the DFR by tapping on the dollar icon. Select the rate, then select the route and tap Done. Enter the load directly in the calculator. Tap any button to change the data. When using a time-based rate, the aircraft and flight time buttons will be active so you can edit the flight time if needed. If you select FlightSpan Manifest as the load type, you may select from the list if any FlightSpan Ops generated manifests are available to attach to your flight. The manifest will be added to the flight with no further action required after uploading to FlightSpan Ops. If you select the FlightSpan Manifest load type and none are found, or if you select other manifest as the load type, manually enter the manifest number, then tap Done. You will be prompted for passengers, then tap Next. Enter the cargo amount, then tap Done. The manifest will be added to the load section. Note that the individual line items on the paper manifest will need to be entered into FlightSpan Ops by data entry personnel after DFR upload. If you select FlightSpan Payment Load, payment loads created in FlightSpan Ops but not originally included on the schedule may be added. Payments from the selected route will be displayed, but you can also select payments to and from other destinations by selecting the respective tabs. If your selected route does not contain any payment loads, the tab for all loads to and from your destination pair will be selected by default. If there are no payment loads for either destination, the All tab will open by default. If the payment you select has multiple loads, they will be listed separately. You can add all or select individual loads from the payment. Each load will be added on a separate line on the DFR. The loads can also be edited as previously described. Unedited FlightSpan payment loads will be uploaded as is with no further action required.